Was a stormy winter's eve, snowy skies hit the full moon. Traveling home from work with family, expecting me soon. Trying to get home, sadly my car was running on fumes. Broke down on the highway, my phone was out of juice too. Darkness, headlights, broken road beneath my feet. While walking down this highway, thump was my heartbeat. I felt shivers trickle down my already fatigued spine. My eyes widened as I saw the big warning sign. Highway of tears, so many have been shed, where indigenous women go missing and end up dead. I felt like I was frozen as the snow fell from above. I was rubbing my hands together, I had forgotten my gloves. Walking in darkness before headlights absorbed my eyes. Down rolled the window, three middle-aged Caucasian guys. I had a bad feeling, it was telling me to stay clear away. The look in their blue eyes has haunted me since that very day. Three men, one wearing red plaid, others in black sweaters. I smelled alcohol, their speech was slurred with every letter. Driving a gray four-door pickup truck, maybe a Chevy, they told me to get in. I said no, their tone changed deadly. I turned around, ridden with fear. Two men exited the truck, trying to run, slipping on ice, will kicked in my stomach. Calling me savage, hit my head, knocked me out cold. Awoke to something I couldn't fathom, comprehend, or behold. They had me tied in the back seat of the gray pickup truck. I was feeling naked in pain, being raped with every thrust. I started to scream, stop, why are you doing this? So they gagged me once finished, all over me they pissed. I was violated, I was raped, there was nowhere to escape. Covered in fluid, swollen, felt the humiliation and hate. I lay there as they looked with smiles on their faces, degrading our indigenous people with jokes pure racist. Kept thinking about my family, will I ever see them again? I just can't help but cry, why was I chosen by these men? They removed the gag, lungs filled, I screamed, let me go. The man in the red plaid shirt with a raspy voice said no. He got right in my face with his alcohol-filled breath, blue eyes and teeth that looked and smelled like death. He said you're going to be dead, nobody will care. Who looks for an Indian in the middle of nowhere? They drove closer to the woods and they turned off the engine. They said this is where they take all those dirty little engines. One of the men who was wearing a black sweater undid my restraints, hauling me into the bitterly cold weather. They dragged me through the woods with naked and terrified. Branches on the frozen ground pierced my inner thighs. They pulled me further and further, they told me to stay. Then they broke my leg, stomped on it, all I could do was pray. I lay in the cold with the fluids frozen against my skin. I felt like my heart was slowing, watching these three men grin. Proclaimed I'm the woman exhaling hate out their lungs. I identify as two spirits, though my body transitioned into one. My blood felt as if it was frozen, everything was becoming numb. I felt as if at peace, I could hear my ancestors' drums. My body was never found, only my vacated car. They buried me, I lay in the woods underneath the stars. Every year on this day I try to tell my story. My spirit walks this highway amongst the thousands more before me. As you hear my voice, be safe while traveling this road. Do not hitchhike or get into the cars with people unknown. Listen to my voice, ignore the car beside you. I told you my story, myself, your ancestors will guide you. You will not fall victim, too many of us have disappeared. Our spirit walks with you on the highway of tears.